Example 4, finding complex zeros of quadratic functions. So what we're doing on this one, because remember there's an x squared and an x, we need to complete the square. We talked about that in 5.4, so you should remember how to do that. So whenever we complete the square, our first step is to set it equal to 0. So x squared minus 2x plus 5 equals 0. Our next step was to get the x's to one side and the numbers to the other. So we need to minus our 5. So x squared minus 2x, and remember we need to put a plus blank, equals negative 5 plus blank. Remember to complete the square, we've got that formula b over 2 squared. So our b is negative 2. Negative 2 over 2 squared. Negative 2 over 2 is negative 1. Negative 1 squared is 1. So I'm going to put my 1 in the blanks. Remember, then we need to factor this. So x minus 1. So square root, sine, square root, squared equals, and combine that as negative 4. To solve this, we have to take our square root. So x minus 1 equals, remember we learned earlier today that the square root of negative 4 is plus or minus 2i. Last step is we need to add that 1. We need to end up making it a complex number, and it needs to look just like that, because we can't combine an I with a no I. Okay, here's B. Same thing. Start by setting it equal to 0. Then we need to move our number. And add our blanks. And those blanks are going to be 10 divided by 2 squared, which is 5 squared, which is 25. So those blanks are 25. Factor this side, so square root of x squared is x. Keep the plus. Square root of 25 is 5. Squared negative 35 plus 25 is negative 10. Remember that we have to take a square root sign. So x plus 5 equals, the 10 can't be broken down, but the negative has to come out, so plus or minus I square root of 10. We need to move our 5 by subtracting. So x equals negative 5 plus or minus I square root of 10. Our next one, same thing. First set it equal to 0. So x squared plus 4x plus 13 equals 0. Move our numbers. So x squared plus 4x plus blank equals negative 13 plus blank. And we need to fill in our blanks. 4 over 2 squared. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 squared is 4. 4 and 4. Factor x, x, keep the plus, square root of 4 is 2, squared. Negative 13 plus 4 is negative 9. Square root both sides. X plus 2 equals, 9 is a perfect one, 9 is 3, so plus or minus 3, but that negative comes out as an I. One more step, we can't leave that 2 there because it's not solved for x yet. So x equals negative 2 plus or minus 3i. one more together. Set it equal to 0. So x squared minus 8x plus 18 equals 0. Move our numbers. X squared minus 8x plus blank equals negative 18 plus blank. Remember that we need to do negative b, so b, which is negative 8 over 2 squared. Negative 8 over 2 is negative 4. Negative 4 squared is 16. So we need to factor this. X minus 4 squared is 16 squared. Negative 18 plus 6 is negative 2. Take our square roots. X minus 4 equals, plus or minus, that negative comes out as an I, and that 2 stays inside because it can't be broken down. Move your 4. So x equals 4 plus or minus I square root of 2. Try these two on your own, and that is a 12 back there.